Um,
Mm.
I'm like basically ready. It's more of like a friend asks me a question. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Mainly about Night in the Woods. I'm like, I didn't play Night in the Woods. I didn't.
Yeah.
And it's like, And it's like, okay. And they asked me if I played Night in the Woods, and I'm like, no. But Morgan asked, it's like, yeah, did you watch a playthrough? Then I'm like, no, I did not watch him play the game yet. And it's like, okay. And it's like, did you need to ask me a question about it? And it's like, no, I was just curious about the game. I'm like, okay, okay. That's how it is sometimes.
We can play it. It's almost fall. It's a perfect time to play it.
And yeah.
Mm-hmm. I need. No, I don't. I guess I can't. Well, I need my brother to totally not give me the Hulu password at some point.
Yeah. Okay, so
Mitchy server. Arrgh. Every time I struggle to find it. Every single time. There it is.
that's why you just know you have to organize things. And then you have things organized in a way that you can see everything you need at once.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look. Hello, quietly existing. Welcome to the chat.
Oh, it's me.
I
Quietly
feel.
existing. I'm in the chat.
You are. Can you
Mm-hmm.
see the stream on Discord?
Yeah.
Cool. We'll wait a minute for people to come.
Yeah.
Do you have a silly intro to do?
Sure. Silly intro. Hello, welcome to the stream, everyone. This is Quietly Existing, and I am playing with my friend D Zodiac Lord, and we're going to play more members on the Yangtze River. Last we know of, we were solving a case. I think we were at the very end of it. We were like, hey, guy, the reason why, you did this was because it was the bag that hold the coins. You
Mm-hmm.
disposed of it, and and that's where and that was the murder weapon, was the coin bag. And we are like, whoa, we got through that so fast because we like knew what had happened, and they were like, hey, yeah, this is what happened, and we did it at a pace we knew. I think actually the game made us know things a little bit faster. In fact, that we were confused at some point in time. But yeah, we did great. Um,
You're a little
things
quiet.
to know about. Ah, I am quieter now. Hi,
You're.
Mooney.
You mean less quiet?
Yes.
A little. Ah.
Ah. Okay.
Ah. Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the stream. We are streaming Murders on the Yangtze River.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But other things to note is that we've got um I have commissions open.
You do.
That's the thing that I do have. It's
Cinema
on
has
Regen.
VJ commissions open, guys. You
Um
need to go to Commission Cinema.
yeah, and you should follow the Zodiac Lord, all of his things. I can't shut him out because this is his channel. But like you should still follow him on his things.
How you can shout out yourself.
I mean, I could do that. You could also follow me. That's also a thing you could do, I guess. According to like
I
the
could
thoughts
follow
of
you.
like
I
the
already follow you.
requests. No, I was saying in general to chat. Chat could
Yeah.
follow me
Okay.
directly.
But maybe if you shouted yourself out, then it would be easier.
Yeah, I would have to do that though, because I would have to find my link to my Twitch and I don't have this link saved. I
You
go
know, I'll
through
get
a
the link.
very No, I can get the link. I just,
Well,
like,
you
you
better
know
beat
how
me
it is
to
when
it,
you have
because I'm gonna go get it.
you know how it is when you have a very weird way of getting things and you go around and you have to go around the circle to go and get things.
Oh, I don't even put you in
No?
the title. Oh god, of course I forgot something. God damn it.
Yeah, that too. See? We're doing our best. And we're gonna play more murders. And we're on a steamboat. Anyway, but yeah.
What's
Games
the
are
food of the
fun.
week?
The food of the week? Oh, that's an important thing. It is mooncakes and barbecue.
That's very oddly specific. Why
Yeah, so I
mooncakes?
discovered like okay, so I went out and I went to a friend's and we went and we were eating mooncakes and everything. And I realize now that I cannot have mooncakes because they taste weird to me, unfortunately. And they're like weirdly sweet. And I think it's like partially I don't know. It's just a weird taste to the point where I'm like, I cannot eat this or I will throw up.
I see. I suppose.
This is how your brain works sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
That
Well, anyway, hello chat. Hello everyone. Hello people now and in the future. And maybe the past too. I don't know your life. We will be playing more Murder on the Yangtze River. I've successfully survived terrible weather and also dying internet and among other things. And we'll play more murder. It's gonna be fun, and we're gonna go on to the next case because I believe we're moving on to the next case. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm here with my best friend Chinma / quietly existing. We're gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
And everybody better go commission Chinma on VJit. You simply have
Yeah.
to. So yeah. Let's go!
We continue on the haunted furnace.
Onward.
Onward. I think part of the problem is that, like,
Mm-hmm.
I think we weren't completely done here because one of the things that happened was, like, we needed to prove something, I think. Did we?
No, I think we did.
Okay. We'll continue.
What did happen was the accomplice ran away. That was mentioned. But we got the main guy. He basically had his breakdown and confessed to everything. So
Yeah.
I mean, there might still be stuff to do, but the main thing we were doing is definitely done. I think we're mostly just like, because that's the boat over there I think we're going to. But we'll see. I could be wrong.
We'll see. Mr. Patrolman, what are you doing here? Old Chow can't find Awu, so he asked me to help out.
Uh-oh. Sir, you should go and look around the courtyard.
We saw Awu secretly burning this morning's slag underneath the camphor tree in the courtyard. Miss Wen smiled and took a photo of Awu when he noticed his face was as red as an apple. He insisted that he wasn't burning slag, but actually helping the tree loosen soil. He's so stubborn, that little donkey boy. Old Lee, now that the case is solved, you can finally take a break. Nope. His was, thanks to you two, the statue situation has finally settled down. No one's afraid of entering the office now, right? Not at all. Everyone's saying that Foreman Ting lives inside that statue now. Foreman Ting will bless us and bless the ironworks too. That's one way of understanding, I guess.
The helpers are willing to take over my work now, and Mr. Lee allowed me to take a few days off. That's just like an old farmer entering the Imperial City. There's a first time for everything. I'm going to head on home and take a nap. After that, I'll still have to come and keep watch. You can't have any mistakes for something that important.
I'm glad he was rewarded with time off and he still has to come and watch people.
I think he was thinking like, hey, yeah, guy, you can actually take a break, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, I don't trust them. It's like, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Again, you were supposed to train them like the past few days, and that didn't happen, so.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Auntie, what are you still doing here? I thought you departed.
You rascal. What a terrible thing to say.
Don't be upset, Auntie. I was just worried that you didn't have any time to rest. After all, you're the most amazing coroner across the world.
Don't flatter me. Your detective is much more skillful in his abilities. I'm not worthy of your praise, Auntie. Why are you acting all modest? Even I was almost fooled during the case from before, but you were able to see through the trickery.
Take a rest, Auntie. See you around.
I'd rather not. What are the odds a coroner and a detective run into each other? Someone must have died. Ranger's got a point.
Yeah. That is usually how that works. Oh boy. This is the one that Minnie got really upset at me for making the countryest accent. Okay. Have you finished handling everything here?
Yes, I have uncovered the truth, and the ironworks will resume production very soon.
Yeah. As an old friend of mine, he regards his ironwork as his own life. Mr. Sheng, Golden World Publishing House has replied to your telegram.
Mooney, if we perish, how else will we play the game?
Yeah, you won't be able to see us play the game.
What does the telegram say?
Supervisor Katia Fang is familiar with the book The Compound Room Mystery and is willing to help. Gasp. I can't believe you're trying to kill me again. This is like the 4th time this week, Mooney. That's great, Shen. Let's go to Yangtze River.
I'll be too sad to continue if she dies. Then come on up. Oh, that's you. Look what you did, Mooney. You messed me up.
Then come on aboard.
Ting's determined shadow clears up the night. The moon is in Hanyang, shining bright. Look at what is made in Hanyang today. Watch and wonder as flames burst into waves. My inspiration is flowing. Which of these should I use on the new headline? Oh no! Don't set sail just wet! Wait for me! Ah!
We're leaving, bye.
Leaving forever.
Leaving forever. Going to a different part of the river where a different murder has happened.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that is the name of the game.
Yeah. I recently saw another game and it was the thing of me staring like,
It was like murders near the Yangtze River. It wasn't the name of the game, but like the premise was like something like being a detective near the Yangtze River in like that time period. I'm like, how much murders happened at this river, guys?
Oh my gosh.
What's going on?
Well, Let me look it up actually. Because I have an assumption, but I have to make sure it's real.
Like maybe they're.
That's what I thought. Well, here's the reason probably why. The Yangtze River is the longest river in Eurasia and the third longest river in the world. So most likely it is because it is a very famous river. It'd be like the equivalent of
Murders near the Mississippi.
exactly.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. Like Murder on the Mississippi River would sound like a pretty like, you know, that sounds like a good
Murders
southern
on the
like
Nile.
murder game. Yeah. Or yeah, Murder on the
Murders on the
Nile,
Nile.
exactly. So
Yeah, which I guess is fair.
mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, it's a famous river, so it makes sense.
It's
just
also
more
probably
like,
an active river that's probably connected to a lot of different places and things like that. If I had to guess.
yeah,
Just an education.
yeah.
Even until today, Dazhou, Sichuan, Boding, Hebei, Guiyang,
These are names.
Guizhou, Jigong
Or
Mountain,
location.
Henan, still use the steel rails made by the Hanyang Ironworks. Oh, that's cool.
Nice. Cool.
Please come in.
Oh, you made it.
Miss Wen, is there something you need? I came to, I apologize for hastily interrupting the suicide, interpreting the suicide note. I almost led everyone astray. I'm for interrupting it, I guess. Please, don't blame yourself. Without your help, we couldn't have solved the case.
Indeed, you tricked Hell into lying and got him caught. That was truly brilliant.
Your luminol vagrant was the real game changer.
Reagent.
Reagent? It's okay.
I know. We can't say we've become acquainted through this. We can say we've become acquainted through this
Yeah,
experience.
gonna make up fun of me, huh?
Yeah, I'm allowed to.
No.
It's in like the job requirement.
You'd only be allowed if you were dyslexic. But you claim that you're not, so I guess you're not
I'm
allowed.
not.
Then you're not allowed.
To become your friend. I'm allowed to become your friend.
No.
It's in the job requirement to be your friend. I'm allowed to make fun of you like at least twice.
Never.
That's a requirement. If you ever need assistance in the future, feel free to ask.
Right now, there's something I'd like to ask for your help with.
Is it a murder?
Is it about adding science knowledge to your articles? Actually, I'd like to interview you two detectives. Interview? I'm preparing a detective-themed newspaper column. I hope to use this to promote logical reasoning and science. Despite being a reporter, language is not my forte. Alas, most people I've met claiming to be detectives are almost always frauds.
Shan is different. He's a genuine and reliable detective.
That's true. I want to turn your experiences into articles and let more people know. No pressure. Just tell me about the cases you've worked on.
Speaking of cases, Shan and I actually met through a case on this ship.
Oh gosh, we're getting
Flashback.
another flashback. This one's interesting. Please, go ahead and tell the story.
It was 2 years ago. I...
Were you framed for murder?
Shan, why don't you go ahead and tell the
You were framed
story?
for murder, weren't you? It was on a night 2 years ago.
No, I actually just can't remember.
It was
It's
my
kind of
first time
happy.
boarding the Shanhei. The Shanhei. Mystic ship in the mist.
I was scared by a ghost. That's what actually happened.
Makes sense. I don't know who's speaking. Oh, sorry.
Play cards well, you must speculate. Once you know the entire deck played from memory, this game is won. I was gonna assume it was the brother, because it's like, you know.
I think I won?
10 feet of blue. Who saw nine on the table. It's a delightful beauty.
I knew Yangtze was going to win again.
Yangtze is on a roll. I've got a stroke of bad luck. Better discard this hand for a better one.
Yinchu's the golden child of our family. It's only natural she gets lucky everywhere.
Your luck isn't half bad, Yin-Yo. You gotta strike when the iron's hot. Otherwise, you'll still be stuck with that 9 of characters card.
Not everyone can strike when the iron is hot. Those who are incompetent will only get burned.
Langstein, look at your sister and sister-in-law. One lucky and the other proactive. We better watch out, or else our chips will be snatched away by these two women.
There won't be any snatching. Just take what is rightfully ours. Just taking what is rightfully ours. You can take my chips if you want, Timon. I don't mind.
Look at that. Chu understands respect for seniority. No, that's not how that...
Okay.
Anyway.
I'm trying to understand the relationship happening here.
So, presumably...
One of these is his sister.
Yeah.
And the other is his sister-in-law.
Yes. I'm assuming that the sister is the one he was being really sassy to, right? So sister-in-law is brown-haired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out. No other father loved her the most when he was still alive. Well, no, considering if that, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Yinchu, if you're giving your chips to T-Man, why not give some to us too as well? All of my chips are here. You three can split it however you like.
That's...
I was only joking. There's no need to be so serious about it.
None of these chips even matter.
None of these chips even matter. It's not a full deck. We're just passing time.
8 character cards are missing. There's no point in playing when someone is a sore loser. Why don't we play something else? Teach us how to play poker, Yinchu. I don't know anything about playing poker. Come on now, Yinchu. Don't be modest. When I was cleaning up your luggage yesterday, I saw several decks of poker cards. Yinchu, you... What's wrong? You think you're too good for us geezers now that you're savvy? No, I don't... Oh, that's you. Oh, no,
I know how to play draw poker. Go on, Yingchu, just bring the cards to the table. Ugh, I suppose should be playing Westerners games. Father never liked these in his lifetime.
Interesting. Okay.
Facts.
Kondiwen. Kondiwen. One of the early alternative names for playing cards in China. In the early 20th century, when Western playing cards were introduced to Shanghai, the popular game was 21. So people at the time referred to Western playing cards as Quan Di Wen, which is the transliteration of 21. In Chinese, Sun Jiazhang, a writer in the late Qing Dynasty, 1636 to 1912, explicitly recorded the popularity of Western playing cards in Shanghai at the time in the 19th chapter of his novel Sequel to the Dreams of Shanghai Splendor. Defeated in Quan Di Wen 3 times, you drank a glass of brandy and 1 mouthful for each.
I'm assuming the game 21 is blackjack.
Yeah, I would assume so.
I can't think of any other game that would be...
Yeah, it's probably blackjack.
Yeah. Anyway.
Father was an antique, and you're so old, it's like you haven't even been unearthed.
How treacherous, going against Father's teaching before he's even buried.
Yeah, sure, of course you're right. I don't think we should even be playing mahjong cards.
I'm tired. I'm going back to my cabin. So they're related, I think. I think these three might be related. Maybe. I don't know. We'll
Okay.
figure it out.
Eh.
I'm tired. I'm going back to my cabin. Yunshu, teach me how to play poker later. Teeman can keep to his ways, but I'd like to learn. Ooh, hi. God, the fucking bitch himself. Okay, who's gonna be Joseph? I have a feeling he's gonna be a very important character.
Very important character. Let me try to remember. Okay. So, have we voiced the other two yet?
I don't think so. Like
Yeah.
the other
Yeah,
two,
because we just,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so then,
the other two Englishmen.
or like other two quote unquote suspects.
Yeah. It could be Joseph if you want.
Okay. I just
What?
was me staring like voices. Anyway.
Do I need to do it? I can do it.
No, I can do it. It's fine. It's more of just me staring at this man. Anyway, I think we should hear what his voice sounds like.
Yeah.
Hang on. Look at my fingers.
He's eating chip.
I'm eating popcorn.
He's
边
eating
喝
chip.
茶边听隔壁桌的客人们聊天，可真是有趣的经历。
I realized I had the volume really low, so I couldn't hear it.
Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay.
边喝茶边听隔壁桌的客人们聊天，可真是有趣的经历。
Okay.
And here's the businessman.
打什么西洋牌啊？胡七八糟的东西！吴家人要守本，阿爷生前也最不惜这些
Yeah,
的
they're。totally related.
阿爷老古董，你更是旧的像还没出土。
Yeah, and then
Madam Ying and
yeah, there she is related. Yes.
二嫂，你怎么出去见了世面，瞧不上我们这些老菜皮啦？
Yeah, I think so. I think that these three are siblings,
okay.
and then this is the sister-in-law. So maybe either married to him or married to someone else that we
Well-
don't know about.
Yeah, I guess.
Because they're all woos.
I know. I'm just more
Supposedly.
like the. Yeah. Yeah.
What? Why are you? What is?
No,
what
you're
are-
right. You're right. You're right. You're right. It's just more of again. It was. No, because I think that it's the fact that because the issue is that the way she talked to them, right,
Yeah.
sounds a little weird. So I think it was more that Wu Ying Chu married in. I think she's the sister-in-law for first
Mhm.
mate. He married first mate, and so
But the way
That
they
means
said
that-
earlier, they like, hang on, because you might be right, but it's also like, where did it say it? He said something about like, no wonder father always like, no wonder father loved her loved her the most when he was still alive.
yeah, but that's still the thing that can happen when you're being married into a family.
Yeah,
Like,
I guess.
yeah,
I like you the most out of all the rest of them.
I guess.
The ones I'm marrying into the family. I don't know. We can continue. It's fine. We'll figure it out eventually, and we'll actually get the right thing. But for now, not that important. Okay, they just figured one of them's gonna be dead.
See, here's my thing. I know this isn't the case, but when they first initially said your sister and your sister-in-law, my brain immediately went to one of these is your sister and the other one's her wife. I know that's not what's happening, unfortunately, but that's what my mind leapt to. Anyway.
Overhearing the guests at the next table while drinking tea is quite an interesting experience.
That's Master Wu Timan, Madam Yin, and Miss Yin Chu, First Mate Wu's family members. I'm sorry if their loud conversations disturb you two.
No, they call her Miss Yunchi, which means she's not married. That means it's a code.
Yeah,
It's
that's what I
not
was saying.
the one who's married in. You're right.
Yay.
Okay. I'm just saying, like.
I mean, we don't
you
know. It could still. Maybe it could be a translation error. We don't know.
Yeah.
Because Ms. also means
Doubt
that
it,
she
though.
implies she was married before. So.
Hmm?
Ms. MISS implies she was widowed. Or divorced.
Oh, it does?
Yes. Do you not know that?
Yeah.
No,
Usually I've never seen it in that context ever.
no, oh
Well,
no,
I mean, I
it's
guess
like,
maybe once.
which again, and now here's the thing, it
Yeah.
could be a translation thing, because if this is a sort of nuance thing that might not be common knowledge, but like, let me make sure that is what happened. Yeah, Ms.
Yeah.
So, how I've always learned it was that Miss as an MS refers to a woman who is unmarried. Ms. with an R refers to a woman who is married, and Ms. like Miss, Mrs. like MISS refers to a woman who was previously married but is not anymore.
Oh, I always refer to as MIS meant like, younger. She's just younger, basically.
That's not how I was
Doesn't it?
taught. If that's how it is in other places, I would not be aware. I will
Again,
say I know I
all
have
I
seen
have
it.
is from
I have seen it in non-American media or non-American, non-British media used like more generally, but anytime I've said it over here, it's like Ms. is very specific to someone who's married but widowed, which could still apply because it means she could be a sister-in-law via having married someone who died, but
Yeah,
we've yet to see.
we've yet to see. We are making
But,
this way more complicated than it has.
Well, I know, because at the end of the day, it could also be like translation error, like.
Yeah. I know, like, one of the things for sure is, like, they're referring to them with titles, which is very important because it is. No,
Yeah.
Moody. Because that would mean that she's dead. Okay? Anyway.
Well, that could be ominous foreshadowing. Maybe she's about to die.
I cannot believe Moody would spoil the game and
She's
let
about to
us know that
fizzle.
the character's dead.
Fizzle to pieces.
Okay, anyway, what I meant was, they seemed like they were talking about the game when they weren't. It was all very tongue-in-cheek, beating around the bush and in between the lines.
Joseph, I see you have learned quite a few new idioms.
Rain or shine. You're on like the 20,000th wife, Moody. Don't know what you mean. Like, enough that I like stopped keeping count.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're just making up numbers. Joseph
No.
Joestar. Certainly not. More like Joseph IDV, if we're being honest. Like, look at that man. That is literally Joseph from IDV.
Joseph IDV is which character again?
The photographer
not
from Identity
photographer.
V.
Okay, because it's like, it's not Undertaker.
No. The photographer. The
Yeah.
fruity Frenchman.
Fruity Frenchman.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
With literally the exact same hair as this man right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Even if I learned every idiom, it's still nothing compared to the subtleties of Chinese. Well, yeah. It's a very important language that takes a long
It's very
time to learn.
complicated.
Ella, where has the ship reached?
The shipmaster and the Loon King Temple is just up ahead. Or the shipmaster said.
Oh, this is businessman,
That's
right?
yeah,
Sorry.
that's businessman. For some reason, they've now finally switched it now. Joseph is a good man. I don't trust him. He seems highly suspicious.
Anyway. The Loon King Temple? Longshin, why didn't you tell me we're almost at the Loon King Temple? Go ask Shipmaster Lowe to set off firecrackers and bring off the offerings prepared. That guy, you're so religious and it's like also be staring at it. Offerings? How could there be any offerings on this steamboat? I'm talking about chicken, fish, pork. I told you about this before we came on board. You have no idea what the Long King is capable of. Back then, I told you there aren't any. Enough with your banal gibberish. Physics is all the rage now. I'm sorry. Just the way that's put, it's like, yeah, enough with this. Don't you know the
Physics are all the rage now. Like, what kind of answer is that? God.
Like, religion, oh, physics is the new best
Physics?
friend. Everyone believes
Physics
in
is my new
physics
best
now.
Friendship ended with religion. Physics is my new best friend.
It's like, what does that mean? Like, and I know that's not really a translation error, more of just like English doesn't have a correct translation to give it, but it's also very funny to hear. Okay, there's no arguing with you. Because the thing is, this game has been very good about not having translation errors. It's
Yeah,
like
no.
translated it really
I don't
well.
think it's a translation
like,
error.
most
I
of
just think
things
that's the
more
way that they're
like,
talking.
Yeah, it's a lot of like, hey, English doesn't have the capability to translate that into a way that makes sense without it taking up more lines than it should.
Yeah.
Hey, you over there, did you hear what I just said? Go talk to the shipmaster.
Me? Oh, okay.
All you do is order people around. Why don't you go yourself? I need to stay here and recite the Diamond Sutra to ensure the safety of this ship.
I guess it's your turn? I
Yeah?
think? Yeah. Go for
Because
it.
is this shipmaster?
No, this is just the ship engineer. I think it's just a random minor character.
Okay.
Or major character. Who knows?
Oh, have you seen how to you?
No, he's not here.
I can't find him anywhere. He must be somewhere drinking again. Give me a hand.
Ooh, there's gonna be a lot of characters in this one. Coming, Uncleing.
I feel like that name's
Master Wu, I'll go find Shipmaster Lo once I'm done helping Uncle Ling.
Oh, mommy, Tabarari. See that here. I feel like I was voiced, but I also don't know because there's been a lot of people. John, have you heard the legends of the waters of the Long King Temple?
What'd you say?
I feel like I was voicing Link, but I also don't remember because there's been a lot of characters.
Well, now you're voicing him again anyway.
Yeah, that is true. I am. Aren't I?
I
definitely didn't forget and thought you were voicing him.
Totally. I am unfamiliar.
I read about it in the newspaper, which said that there have been many strange shipwreck incidents. Our neighbors seem to be someone who has first-hand experience. What's weed?
Facts.
Facts.
Waters of the Loon King Temple. The waters of the Loon King Temple, originally inspired by the real-life Master Temple waters, are located within the territory of Ducheng County, Jiangxi Province, serving as the sole passage from Poyang Lake to the Yangtze River basin. The terrain here is complex, and over the past half-century, more than 100 ships have disappeared, earning the nickname the Bermuda of the East. Folklore attributes these shipwrecks to the mischief of a turtle spirit associated with the Master Temple, leading sailors to offer incense and sacrifices when passing through. The waters of the Loon King Temple in the game are fictionalized based on these settings.
It's kind of the thing of me going like, yeah, I understand why they're called like Bermuda of the East, but
Yeah.
also, why does it have to be Bermuda?
Because we love being Western-centric.
Or just Yangtze River isn't good, guys. People should learn to move on.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Could you learn more about it for me? I've suddenly developed a keen interest in the matter.
Of course. Seems like you caught the scent of another case.
There's awful. It's me knowing, like, hey, we're gonna meet him later on, but also me staring, like, I know we're gonna meet him. What's going on? Seeing
Mooney
eye
said,
to eye.
sorry. Mooney said Bermuda Triangle, a famous disappearing zone. But also again, I just feel like he's going to be the Moriarty to our Sherlock. I just feel that in my soul. Like,
I don't think so. I think Joseph is like not that, but like
I think he's suspicious.
I think he's suspicious, but not like Moriarty levels of suspicious, where it's like, oh yeah, this guy is definitely evil. We just have nothing we can pin him on. Kind of thing.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure our brother's case is going to be the final case of the game that we solve.
Yeah,
So,
but, like,
I mean,
not the like.
Joseph is so
like-
nice. When you say that, Mooney, it sounds suspicious.
Vicious all the time.
Anyway.
Think eye to eye, great minds think alike.
Okay. Why did we
Don't
have a
they?
long moment of silence? The Wu family seemed to know something about the legends of the Loon King Temple. The eldest Wu brother was particularly keen on refraining from talking about it. What exactly was the incident back then that was brought up in their conversation? Well, I guess let's just ask him.
Obituary.
There's an obituary on the table. Famous Huizhou tea merchant Wu Aishan passed away in Hangzhou at the age of 78. Huizhou merchants refers to the collective name for merchants from the old Huizhou prefecture, one of the 5 major merchant groups in Chinese history. The Huizhou merchants rose to prominence during the Tang and Song dynasties, with a commercial boom occurring in the Ming dynasty after the establishment of the Transportation Commission's silver payment for salt trade system. Centered around the salt trade, they also achieved remarkable successes in tea, timber, and pawnbroking industries. With their businesses and operations spreading nationwide by the late Ming and early Qing dynasties, the Huizhou merchants revered the Neo-Confucian teachings of Zuzi, emphasizing the cultural and educational upbringing of their clan's youth. This fostered a spirit of Confucian merchants, endowing them with significant advantages in both the political and commercial arenas.
Lainey says, yeah, you're on episode 4 of 6 and it ends on 6.
Oh, wow, getting close.
Yeah. You're getting close.
The waters of the Loon King Temple have a bad reputation. Ever since countless ships capsized here, a series of bizarre tales have emerged. Rumor has it that there is a water monster in the waters. To some, it looks like a white loon. To others, it's an open umbrella with eyes all over. There are also people who have witnessed a glowing disc floating in the sky. A few years ago, a strange case of missing transport took place here as well. For more information on what happened next, please follow this reporter's next story. This report introduces the mysterious legends of the waters of the Loon King Temple. A strange case of missing transport once took place here.
Afu, what did you do?
There's a Western clock hanging on the wall. The time displayed here is 9:30. It is getting late.
What's that noise?
Sounds like a bell ringing in the engine room. Joseph, will changing our route affect your appointment?
my honor to be able to accompany you in bringing Brian back to his hometown. As the saying goes, falling leaves settle on their roots. May his soul rest in peace. I think you're just trying to show off your knowledge, Joseph.
An incomplete set of mahjong cards. The only character left is the 9 of characters. Mahjong. Mahjong cards are the predecessor of modern mahjong, which were popular during the mid to late Ming Dynasty, 1368 to 1644, till the end of the Qing Dynasty, 1636 to 1912. Mahjong cards have 2 patterns, coins and the characters from the novel Water Margin. The characters from the Water Margin also have different names in the game, such as 2 Buddhas discussing scriptures. When Lu Zizhen and Wu Song appear together, couple reunion. When Hu Sanyang and Wang Ying appear together, and delightful beauty when Han Xiang appears alone. Mr. Wu, there is something I would like to ask you.
Oh, it's Mr. Shen. Go on ahead.
When you mentioned the incident at Lung King Temple back then, I wonder...
That incident was too uncanny. Now the ship is filled with mourning. It's much too grim. I just can't talk about it anymore. You didn't talk about it though.
I'm gonna be repeating that in your sleep. Joseph Iscariot Bell is the new prosecutor of the Shanghai International Settlement. Mr. Joseph will assume office within this month. Miss Yunshu. Sorry, I just remembered there's something I need to do. Goodbye. Okay.
Okay, so you're definitely hiding money.
Totally.
Talk to Joseph again?
A second. There's sweet potato congee emanating a pleasant smell stewing inside the pot. He doesn't have anything new to say, I don't think.
He doesn't? Okay.
No.
When
they have something new to say, they have an exclamation point.
Okay,
Otherwise, they
I
just have
couldn't
the
tell if
dots.
it was something new to say or like with a continuation.
No.
I have learned now. Mr. Shen, I'm preparing a midnight snack. You can come have a taste later.
What have you prepared, Mr. Liangxi?
Borscht, rosemary roast chicken, loaf pudding, paired with red Bordeaux. Oh, by the way, I heard you've been to the UK. I've also prepared a stargazy pie.
That's
What is that?
absolutely
No, I need to know this
awful.
immediately. What the
That's
fuck is that?
absolutely
Stargazy pie is a traditional dish from Cornwall, England. It is made by baking a pie with ingredients such as sardines, eggs, and potatoes, with the fish heads deliberately poking through the pastry, appearing to gaze skyward. According to legend, in the 16th century, a fishing village in Cornwall faced a famine due to the severe storms and freezing weather, making it impossible to catch fish. A brave fisherman named Bawcock ventured out to sea and caught enough fish to feed the entire village. The fish were baked into a pie, and to show that there was indeed fish inside, the heads were intentionally left peeking through the pastry. This practice was preserved in honor of Bawcock in later years.
That's absolutely
How have I
awful.
never seen that in my life?
That's absolutely awful. I would hate that. Okay. Like,
Ugh.
first of all, yeah, a fish baked into a pie, awful already. Sometimes people can eat what they want, okay? And I know that people eat weird things, okay? However, making them deliberately look upwards.
It's so ominous.
So awful.
Like, hey, that's more of a thing of like, hey, in this murder game, I'm going to leave this out as like a dish to leave a clue as to what happened in the thing or something. I don't know. Not like, oh no, this is just normal food, I guess. Like,
Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
That's
Okay,
crazy.
anyway.
That's hilarious.
Just
If there's anyone watching this who is British, have you ever had a stargazy pie? Have you ever seen one in real life? I have
yeah,
to know.
let us know. Actually,
Or just anyone in
my-
general.
I have to ask my friend who is in fact British. But
Please.
we make fun of him constantly for this.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hang on. I'm curious. What happens if I type this into Google? Oh my god. Oh my god, it's a real thing.
Yes, it's definitely a real thing.
Well, I just had to
The
be
game does
sure.
not make up facts.
All of these pictures are horrifying. Oh my god. It just for me. While I know this isn't what's happening, the discomfort is I look at it and I just feel like they were baked alive. And it makes me mildly uncomfortable. Like, look at this one. It looks like they're baked in little blankets.
Let me see.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna torment you.
Good torment me.
I'm coming, hang on.
Okay.
Like, look at it. They were having a sleepover and got baked into a pie.
Absolutely awful.
At least that one looks artistic. Most of the ones on here look exactly like this. And it looks so disturbing. It looks like something you'd find in a horror game.
Yeah.
Not to say I don't respect the folklore, and the folklore is very interesting, but also, Christ.
It's so horrifying.
Anyway, oh my god, this one has some of the tails sticking out too. Why? Horrifying. Anyway,
Horrifying. I guess we're
back to the program.
My friend says no. I do not know what knows means he knows what it is or not.
Oh goodness.
It's a lot. Okay.
It's a what?
Anyway, no, friend is friend. No, because I sent it into the group chat that I'm in with him along with other people, and so it's a bunch of people typing out just doing this. It's like, hey. So I'm like. Okay, anyway. Perhaps it may trigger your nostalgia for those days and make you miss them like I do. What are you talking about, Will? Anyway.
You are too kind, Mr. Liangshin. However, I unintentionally overheard your brother asking about a sacrificial offering. Since there's chicken and fish for dinner, you don't need to worry about him.
What's there to worry about? He can starve if he wants to.
What is the reason behind your brother's unease towards these waters?
This was where our family once lost everything when we were transporting a batch of silver. Timon was supposed to escort the goods into with the ship, but luckily he was just delayed.
It is understandable that your brother still harbors concerns from narrowly escaping death.
I'm so sick of his bland and banal gibberish. Nowadays, physics is all the rage.
Okay.
Okay, my dude. Okay. Mr. Shen, having stayed abroad, I'm sure you understand how I feel, right?
I guess. Liang Xi, the shipmaster's sweet potato congee is ready. I'll deliver it to him.
It's ready. Come and get it.
Is he about to die?
Why are you walking that
What are
direction?
you doing? I think he's
Hey,
about to die.
you! Didn't you go and ask about what I instructed you to? What did the shipmaster say?
The shipmaster said, we don't have any firecrackers on board.
What do we do now? I bet you didn't explain the stakes at hand properly. Listen to me. Just tell him that. Never mind. I'll deliver it myself.
Master Wu, you're talking too fast. I can't remember everything. How about I accompany you to where Shipmaster Lo is?
Fine then. Give me a second to tell our fortune before we talk to him. Holy gods and deities, Wu Tenmin begs you for spiritual divination. Show me my destiny. Takes up an hour doing this. Anyway, so I think his sister-in-law is dead.
Possibly.
The trigrams indicate we've been trapped in water. Terrible fortune awaits. It's hopeless. This is bad, 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 this is bad.
Master Wu, just relax. Shipmaster Lo has taken this route many times. With him at the helm, nothing can go wrong. Uh-oh, there it is. Someone died.
What's going on?
I knew the lights were
It
gonna go out.
appears to be a power system failure. No, it's the Long King is coming.
Elle, is there a circuit box in the dining hall? Yes, behind the oil painting, but it's too dark. It'll be hard to find. A few moments later. Mr. Shen, the circuit box is here. It appears the fuse has been blown. Oh no, this morning I heard Liang Xin say that he just replaced the last spare.
John, why not? Sorry, I forgot.
I know, every time.
John, why not just try to connect the wires?
Let me see. Be careful, Mr. Shen.
Sorry, I'm just staring at this like.
Yeah.
Because right now, the way the game was talking at it earlier is that he is saying it in Chinese. Like, he's speaking in Chinese. But, like, the fact that he's still saying John, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. No.
I mean, that's just how it is, unfortunately. You know, that's like someone, if that's the only name you've known someone by, like. But-
Yeah, you'll probably call him. Like,
Sure.
but also.
Connect these fuses according to the positive and negative poles without crossing them. Then the circuit box will be repaired. Okay. Okay, I understand. No, okay. Ta-da!
Yeah.
All right, the power has been restored.
Thank you for your grace, Amitabha.
Master Wu, shouldn't you be thanking Mr. Shen?
Yes, of course. All is good, all is well.
I told you nothing could go wrong. Except someone you know is dead. Not to worry, everyone. The The Shanhei is the safest ship there is.
I think this is
Help!
myth.
Help!
Yeah.
Someone's help!
What's going on now?
Somebody help! That sounds like Yinshu.
Let's go up and take a look.
Yeah, she's totally dead. Yinshu, are you alright? Miss Yinshu, what happened? In the room. Yinja, she's been murdered.
Murmured.
Ooh.
Yes. Murdered. I'm sorry, she's no longer breathing. Her blood has yet to coagulate. She's just passed away not too long ago.
Elle, there has been a murder. Please guard the doors and do not let anyone else in. Oh, okay.
I feel like it was him who did it. I know we've seen him this whole time, but I feel like he did it.
Possibly.
It's like, theoretically, it's not actually.
I mean, it definitely
possible.
happened during the
Like,
blackout.
Yeah, it's the thing of like, happened during the blackout, so probably not him since he refused to move, which means it's probably Lady who screamed, because the thing is, we also don't know who else is on the ship. So if we go
Right.
through like the numbers, however, she's the one who
I
has the
don't-
most probable motive of like, Yin was looking through her stuff.
Right. I don't
But like
know
again,
if it was him, just because I feel like he's kind of being made to be a little paranoid.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like maybe he's a little too obvious, but I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll see especially because we need to meet everyone else. Did we get the bad ending yet? What the fuck are you talking about, Toshi? What fucking bad end?
I do not know what you're referring to in the bad end here.
My initial instinct, personally, is it that it's the brother, the other one, the first mate?
Oh,
Because
first mate,
they mentioned him. They mentioned at one point that he's the one who just replaced the fuse, and I'm like, very convenient, isn't it? Like,
oh yeah, that is kind of real convenient.
yeah, especially because here's the thing, right? You have to think about this. If this happened during the blackout, which it presumably did,
Yeah.
someone either it had to have been a crime of like pure passion, like the lights went out and they just immediately went for it, or supposedly it happened right before the blackout, or they had to have known the blackout was going to happen. So
This is a different dead girl, Toshi, okay? We know we've seen a lot of dead girls. This is a different one, okay?
but like,
You're right. Like, it's most definitely planned in the way that this is.
because it's like
just
it
more of like,
has to, right? Like,
yeah.
because they words
For context, Toshi, what's going on is that we've now moved on to we're on the 4th case of this game, and we are now in a flashback scene again, and this lady died on the ship while they were talking about how we're basically on the Bermuda of the East.
because that's what I was about to mention, was that the implication that I think we're about to reach is that why am I forgetting his name? Our friend is about to be framed for murder.
Afu?
Yeah, Afu.
Yeah.
Afu, because that's the implication. Is this is about, haha, the first time we met. It's probably because he's gonna be framed for murder. We're gonna think like, no, he didn't. Why, he wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty convinced that. So I have a feeling. So that's where I'm like, it would have had to be premeditated, because otherwise, how would they have either like framed him specifically, or I guess they could have just grabbed something of his and he just happened to have his stuff
Yeah.
around or whatever.
Or he was just unfortunately wrong place, wrong time, and it
Yeah.
was like, oh, this wasn't supposed to be planned on anyone, but he was just too convenient and unraveled it because he was too convenient.
Yeah. We're gonna see. We'll figure it out. But yeah.
Joe, you've died so tragically. Who in the world could do such a thing? To find the culprit, an on-site investigation must be conducted. John, can you cooperate with me?
Certainly. God, look at this man. Okay, let's just start all the way over here.
Okay. I'm sorry, there's a sound.
What?
No,
Yeah,
just the knocking sound of like...
Yeah.
Wait, is it him? Oh no, it is him. That's who it is. Okay, I was like, it sounds like someone's stuck in a suitcase or something in a closet. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, tragically, it looks like there's a... Toshi, do you not see the fucking knife in her chest? Toshi, there's literally a knife in her chest.
Like, it doesn't look like a knife, but it's definitely like, a sharp weapon.
It's a knife in her chest. There's a closed suitcase placed horizontally by the bed. And the cuff of Madame Yin's right sleeve is caught in the suitcase. Toshi, it's right here. Do you not fucking see the thing that is sticking out of her chest? We're gonna get a closer look for you. If this bitch lets us.
What are you doing? A post-mortem examination. The two of you are outsiders and men. How can I let you touch my sister-in-law's body? Okay, so she's the sister-in-law.
Yeah, we knew that. We figured that out. Mr. Temen, Mr. Joseph is a prosecutor from Britain with great accomplishments in medicine. This examination will not harm her body, but instead help us understand the cause of death. Also, slipping into a bed frame is also still tragic, Toshi, if you were young and it was a horrible, tragic accident.
Yeah.
Anyway, but also, there's a knife in her chest. It's literally... there is shit sticking out of her chest. Go ahead.
You can't. It's improper for men and women to touch so casually.
She is dead,
my guy. Just let Yin-Chu do it on your behalf.
Your sister is in shock!
Your sister also is like, a suspect.
Yeah.
Like, your sister's like one of the biggest suspects at the moment right now. Sorry.
Well, because it's now off screen because they're blocking it, Toshi. When it gets a close-up of the body, Toshi, I'm gonna scream at you.
Mr. Wu, it is obvious that your sister-in-law has been murdered. Unless you want the culprit to remain at large, please remain silent and stay out of the way. John, let's begin.
Oh, look at that. What is that, Toshi? Does that look like a bed frame, Toshi? Does that look like a woman who slipped and fell into a bed frame? Is that what that looks like?
It might be a broken part of the bed frame,
Yeah, sure. It might be a broken part of the bed frame that someone stabbed into her chest with their hands. I swear to God. I'm gonna look at it first just for fucking... a candlestick. Wow.
Candlestick.
God. The murder weapon was a copper candlestick. The spike completely penetrated the body. Penetrated. She didn't slip! Looks like a stickball game toy. That's still something in her chest that is a sharp object!
It is a sharp object. No matter what we look at, it's a sharp object.
It's a sharp object plunged into a woman's chest who died, tragically.
Tragically.
The drip pan from the candlestick is covering the bleeding from the wound. Therefore, the column has not been tainted with blood. Though it could possibly be a crime of passion, because they would have just grabbed, like, a random sharp object, possibly.
Yeah.
The face of the deceased is clean, and the jade on her hairpin is sparkling under the light. This hairpin appears to be a collector's item.
You know what's what, huh? Yinzhou's hairpin can't be bought with money.
The candle guy? Toshi, I swear to God. Don't bring my man Lumiere into this. Does the hairpin have a special origin?
The silversmith who made it work in the palace. That craftsmanship is long lost now. Someone once owed us Wu's a large sum of money, so Yinzhou and I went to collect the debt. Yinzhou immediately fell in love with his hairpin before I could even say anything.
Interesting. And it's not stolen, so probably not any kind of crime for money.
Yeah,
Ooh, drugs.
cans. Bloody.
The body is still warm to the touch, and there are no signs of livor mortis, indicating that she has just passed away.
No livor mortis. Very suspicious. Okay.
There are several parallel bloodstains on the ground she was dragged, near the left hand of the deceased. The bloodstains spreading in an outward direction and do not seem to be left by the deceased. Definitely dragged. There are some glass shards scattered around the feet of the deceased, one of which is a perfectly circular shape, seeming out of place among the other fragments. Where could this have fallen from?
That is a good question. Feet.
The head of the deceased rests against the bed, yet her foot tilts unnaturally to one side. It is as if the murderer took her life, placed her body down, then kicked her. Did they do so to vent anger?
No, the murderer would have only kicked her once if they struck her body out of frustration. There's probably another reason for this.
She was dragged.
He was on top of something.
Or on top of something, yeah.
Yeah.
Naturally inclined position.
They need to grab something. She was unfortunately on it. I know her hand's just behind the thing. It's not that she's missing
Yeah.
a chunk of it.
We've already looked at her. Oh, well, no, yeah, I guess hands. There is a gash on the outer side of the deceased's arm that was caused by a sharp object.
This is a defense wound. According to the location of the wound, it is likely the deceased instinctively blocked the murderer's assault with her left arm. Okay, we're still missing one more thing. Chest? Yeah.
Chest. There's a candlestick in her chest. There are no blood spurts nearby, but blood is oozing out.
When the arterium is impaled, blood flows into the pericardium, resulting in a fatal blockage. The entire process happens extremely quickly. The deceased wouldn't even have time to scream.
The murderer seems quite skillful to be able to kill someone in one blow with a candlestick. And probably leaning again to premeditated.
Yeah. Definitely premeditated, but something happened to make it unfortunately not premeditated enough.
2 books, the Chinese Scientific Magazine and the Night and Morning, are on the upper bunk. This bed appears to belong to Miss Yun Chu. There's a water pipe on the lower bunk. This is probably Madame Yin's bed. The corner of a book is poking out from under the pillow. It is an account book. It records in detail the various expenses of the Wu family. Interesting. Kerosene lamp. There is an overturned kerosene lamp on the ground. The lampshade has already broken. The name Fu is written at the base of the lamp with a brush. Interesting.
Okay.
There's a wind-up gramophone, but it is slightly damaged. If oil is applied to the spring, the sound produced should be improved.
Okay. So, there was a kerosene lamp right there.
Are you ominously chanting in my ear right now,
I think so.
sir? I swear to God. There's a woman's coat on the hanger. It appears to belong to Madame Yin.
I We figured out the real murderer. It was Mooney. Case closed.
Mooney, I can't believe it.
Yinzhou, oh Yinzhou, how could this happen? You were alive and well just moments ago, but now you're gone.
My condolences, Mr. Timan. I have a few questions to ask. I heard your fear of these waters is due to you almost boarding a missing escort ship.
Shush. Why is this being brought up again?
Madame Yin was murdered when our ship was approaching the water near the Loon King Temple. Does this seem like a coincidence to you, Mr. Timan?
You should know these waters are evil. Evil, I tell you. Whether it's what happened today or back then, because we've angered the Long King.
If you could, Mr. Timan, please tell me about what happened in the past.
Okay, also, Toshi, it's not throwing Mooney under the snowplow because Mooney's not being thrown because Mooney belonged under there, okay? Mooney did this and we all know this. Father entrusted the Yangtze River escort agency to transport the silver to buy a tea shop. I was supposed to accompany the escort, but I suddenly fell ill. Thank goodness for that. Otherwise, I would have followed that ship into the stomach of the Loon King.
My condolences, Mr. Timan. I have a few questions to ask. Mr. Timan, has Madame Yin ever been on unfriendly terms with anyone?
Yinzhou had a knack for running the household. People were bound to be jealous.
How crazy would it be if whoever murdered her was also the reason those ships went missing all those years ago? Because they were maybe trying to, like,
You know,
kill some people
gave
off.
it-
Like, because I'm wondering, like, because they keep reiterating that how lucky he was to have not gotten on that ship, which reads to me like either someone was actually intending to have him specifically killed in like a tragic accident, or he sabotaged those ships and conveniently got sick before having to get on them.
It definitely seems like it's a thing of like how they just said like running the household. It could be the thing of people are trying to aim for the family fortune.
Yeah.
Which makes me think of like, oh yeah, remember how she was supposed to be quote unquote lucky and supposed to have the money?
Right.
What's it called? Yin Jin?
Yeah, Yinjin,
That was her name. Okay, it was Yin Jin.
I think.
Okay, but yeah.
Or are we talking about the same person? Yeah.
I'm assuming we're talking about the same person, but I'm just like, wasn't her name Chu? Yin Chu?
Oh, Yinshu? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I got it right the second time at least.
Sure.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Yinzhou had a knack for running the household. People were bound to be jealous. But I don't think anyone would harm Yinzhou because of that. You'd be surprised.
Is there anyone on this ship that raises your suspicions, Mr. Timan?
They turned off all the lights like snap, then killed someone with a candlestick. Something under the water must have possessed somebody. Please, bless us, Bodhisattva, bless us. Here's the thing too though, the fact that it's a candlestick usually means that wouldn't it run hot and slightly cauterize the wound? But that's not what happened, I'm pretty sure.
No, the only reason that would happen is if a candle was currently lit at the time, but if they plunged it into her, a candle wasn't even on the stick, presumably.
Yeah, but
that doesn't mean
well,
why would it be
have a
hot?
kerosene lamp. Never mind, they had a kerosene lamp. Sorry, I'm jumping steps. Remember how there was a blackout? So therefore they
Yes.
were looking for light. Therefore, when they were looking for light, that's when the murder happened. So either it was like, yes, I have a candlestick, and I'm gonna murder you with this candlestick. But they had a kerosene lamp, so it wasn't like this was the only light that you just used to kill someone with.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
have to cut those steps.
Anyway. Earlier, I heard you speaking with your sisters about the splitting of inheritance.
I mean, the tea business, the land, and the house our father left behind.
Could the death of Madame Yin be related to this?
Yes, most definitely. Hey, don't you think us will kill Yinjo just for some family property, do you? I do. Us Woos aren't heartless profit seekers.
My condolences. Yeah, okay. The cabinet is locked and cannot be opened. Magnets, coils, amateurs, and many other strange objects can be seen placed inside.
Oh, this is the physics, guys.
Yeah. These are most likely not the belongings of Madame Yin and Miss Yin Chu.
Ammeter. Master guy.
There is a small mirror as well as some bottles and jars on the table. Top-grade moisturizers and serums. These are all the expensive Watson brand cosmetics. And it's gonna be fucking Afu.
Joseph, I've caught the culprit. Wrong place, wrong time.
There he is.
There he is, my guy.
Oh
my guy,
no, he's got his fucking hand stuck in a jar. Look at this little idiot.
my guy.
Look at this little doofus with a hand stuck in a jar.
Guy, my dude, my guy. That's the boy sleeping on the bunk above me. It's Afu. Afu's the culprit. I saw him running. Oh boy.
Look at how pathetic he is.
Oh gosh, my dude, my guy. Oh boy. I saw him running out from Yinjo's room in a hurry. When I caught up to him, I noticed he had blood all over his hands.
Wait, how do we know they weren't stabbed with a candle too? Like with enough force that you can make it go in and melt it? What are you talking about?
Because here's the thing, if they were stabbed with the whole candle too with enough force like that, you would see traces of wax, and we did not see any traces of wax at all.
That's what I'm saying,
So,
is like, that just doesn't seem like what happened.
No, it was just the candlestick.
How does his hand go?
Also,
we don't know how his hand got his stuck in the jar.
Probably because he was dumb.
Probably because he's a silly boy.
He was dumb.
He's a silly little boy. He's Trinamacore.
Okay, I'm doing my best, okay? And sometimes, you're dumb, and you're trying to do something with a lamp, and it's trying to show, oh, it's a power outage, so let me show you off this really cool science invention I have, and get your hand stuck in a jar, because you're an idiot. When I caught up to him, I noticed he had blood all over his hands. That's why I seized him and brought him here. Was he the one who moved the body by accident because he couldn't see? He fell over?
I don't
Probably.
think so. No, that body looks like it was dragged. Like, not knocked into because someone was clumsy. Like, physically dragged somewhere else. Because there are streaks of blood on the ground, the foot is at a weird angle. I think her body was dragged.
Yeah, I think it was this. What I was thinking was more of the thing that he was already passed out kind of thing. And as he tried to get up, there was body.
I don't think so. Well,
Which is fair. Okay.
I don't know. I don't feel like... Here's what I'm gonna say. I don't disagree with the idea that he might have woken up and accidentally been in the room with a dead body and was like, oh my god, what the fuck is happening? I don't think just casually accidentally bumping into her would have caused the kind of evidence we're seeing. Of, like, the drag marks on the ground and her feet just being... Because they even said, this didn't look like a single kick. This looked like a very vigorous, like, they didn't stop once kind of a thing. So I don't think it was
No. They
bump.
specifically, they stopped once, wasn't it?
No, I'm pretty sure they said that, like...
He said, like, oh, this wasn't a kick of frustration, because if it was a kick of frustration, it wouldn't have been one kick.
I don't even know if it's gonna have the log anymore of it.
Yeah. Candlestick in your chest. Gosh. Yeah, no, the murderer wouldn't have only kicked her once if they struck her body out of frustration.
Then I guess it could have been a knock into the arm, but again, I think her body... The blood stains on the ground is the sign of something being dragged. in that.
Yeah, it was something
location.
very deliberate of 3 strokes was how they said that.
Yeah.
Tell us, did you kill her or not? Because if you say no, we're going to make you say yes.
Oh, is that like one of those devices where you have gloves on and it's like a safety container or whatever? To do experiments. That's probably what that is.
But it's also the thing of my guy stuck in his hand is stuck in a jar.
It's stuck in a jar.
If you won't talk, that means you admit it?
He's so scared. Leave him alone.
And my glasses are broken. Throw him into the river as an offering to the Lone King.
He's traumatized. He can't even talk.
Just Master Lo will decide how to deal with him. Longshin, you should go find a rope and tie this murderer up. Wait a moment. This young man is most likely not the murderer of Madame Yang.
Should he get the last pickled egg in the globe? That's
He's not the
exactly.
murderer.
He's a
Yeah,
silly
very
little guy.
You better take responsibility for what you say, you foreigner. Just look at the face of the slippery fellow. It's obvious he's a crafty old devil. He looks like a traumatized teen. Mr. Joseph, Afu's hands are covered in blood. Why would you say that he's not the murderer? John, Afu's possibility of being the murderer is next to nothing. I believe you know why.
I have not yet been able to see the entire truth.
Don't be modest. You already have an answer in your heart.
I shall try my best. With his pale face and bloodied hands, Afu does appear to be the murderer. But in fact, there is a crucial detail at the crime scene that contradicts this deduction.
The fact that the murder weapon doesn't have any blood stain on it?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too, because nothing spurted out, nothing whatever.
Not that.
If Afu intentionally touched the deceased's chest, his hand... Oh, because... Ah, shit. It's too close together. His hands would be stained with blood.
What? He touched Yinjo's chest? Good grief, you perverted brat. So first you called me an old devil, and now you're calling him a perverted brat.
They all have pale faces. Toshi, I'm pretty sure they're specifically referring to the blood has drained from my face because I am scared.
Yeah. If word of this gets out, Yinjo's reputation will be ruined and the Woos will be disgraced. My guy, she's dead.
She's fucking dead.
I won't let you get away with this. Silence. John, this hypothesis lacks factual support and cannot prove that it's the murderer.
Yeah, I know. I clicked the wrong thing. Ow.
I'm sorry. The way that sounded.
The evidence that proves Afu is not the murderer is the candlestick penetrating the body.
Mr. Shed, isn't this candlestick the murder weapon?
I will say, I do really, really enjoy how, obviously it's not every single thing, but how a lot of the times when you even pick a wrong answer, the game will, like, follow it through, like, to the end of the scene. Like, a lot of times in Ace Attorney, if you pick the wrong thing, they're just like, I don't see how this relates to the case at all. And then you, like, move on. But it's interesting to this one that they would, like, follow it through.
Behind it. Of, like, hey, this is the reason you're talking about.
And almost give it just...
Instead of, like, that's not the right answer.
And like fleshing out characters and stuff, because they do that sometimes where they're just kind of like, what do you mean? That doesn't make any sense, and then move on. But like, they especially do that in the Mind Palace shit. But like,
yeah,
you know, I like that for a lot of them. They don't. It's very fun. I love that shit.
Very nice.
it does mean like it's a lot more writing and stuff because they have to say, okay,
Yeah.
what is the reason why someone might pick this of the options on the table?
Yeah.
But it's fun.
Yeah.
Mr. Shen, isn't this candlestick the murder weapon? Hey, Mimsy, welcome in.
Hi, Minsby.
A attorney only does certain choices that lead to a non-standard game over.
Yeah, well, we're not
Yeah.
referring to specifically game over. We're referring to, like,
It's more of like,
when you have a health bar and make a wrong choice and they're just like, you know, where it ends up taking you back to, like, try again.
Yeah. Some of them, they do have it of, like, if it's a yes or no question, they'll be like, oh, you clicked yes on this one, you should have clicked no. Then they'll be like, oh, okay, go back around. But, like, when it's more of, like, actually evidence presenting things, they don't tend to do it at all.
Yeah, which is fair. It's not like not a problem at all, but it's just like I just like this game. I think this game is neat.
How does it prove that Afu isn't the murderer?
To pierce the spike into the body, the murderer's hand must grip the candlestick. Correct.
Yeah, to apply force.
If Afu was gripping the candlestick when he committed the murder, then why is Afu's right palm stained with blood, yet the candlestick is clean?
What if he cleaned the bloodstains off the candlestick? Langston, if Afu cleaned the candlestick, he would have cleaned his hands as well. I mean, yeah.
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 I'm happy you can play on the main line
No.
turning into the Switch now. Yeah!
It's very nice and very fun. I'm glad they've ported them now onto other devices. Yeah. Like, PC version still has a few bugs, which frustrate people because they still haven't been fixed. But, you know, it's fine because the games are there. Could it be that the candlestick moved on its own and killed her? The deceased was killed by a long and thin weapon penetrating the heart. Under these circumstances, blood doesn't spray, but usually instead is absorbed by clothing. Moreover, with the wax full of the barrier, the murderer could keep blood off their hands. The power went out earlier. If it happened when Arthur was committing the crime, is it possible that he touched the blood on Yangtze amongst the panic? John, Langshan has proven. Langshan has proposed a decent hypothesis. So, did Arthur enter the crime before the power outage? John, I would like to hear your answer.
You're so suspicious. The evidence that can specify the time is right in front of our eyes. The kerosene lamp. Cause fucking look at it.
Yeah.
This broken kerosene lamp can indicate the time Afu entered the crime scene. A kerosene lamp was needed precisely because of the power outage. Which means that Afu entered the crime scene after the power outage.
If Arthur entered the room after the power went out,
At the time, he held the lamp in his right hand, and his left was stuck in a strange device. It is stuck in a jar! This little idiot. This little doofus.
idiot stuck his hand in a drawer and now can't speak. Then it wouldn't be easy for him to get the candlestick and commit murder. If it wasn't Afu, then why are his hands covered in blood, huh? Then again, as a man, what was he doing running into a woman's room? Pale face, trembling body, sweating profusely. These are all typical symptoms of fear. Not that fear. Surprised Alfie was rendered speechless due to Vasiliago's sentence. As for the reason why he has bloodstained hands, Madame Ying has already told us. Yin Joe? John, why don't you give Mr. Wu a hint? I guess it's the black
Fine.
marks.
I guess so. I guess I'm understanding what they're painting. He walked into this room, bumped into her leg, tripped and broke his lamp, and then moved his hand through blood, I think is what they're implying.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
was
Fair enough, I guess. Chinamo was right. Oh, well. Afume... Oh. No?
I guess not?
I guess not. Afu may have unknowingly touched the left arm of the deceased by chance. Unless they're gonna say I have to pick the leg. Oh, you're gonna say I'm gonna have to pick the leg, aren't you? You bitch!
Without a doubt, the blood on Afu's hands belongs to Madame Ying. He most likely created the blood sequence before as well. However, if you want to persuade the two Mr. Wu's, you need to go the extra mile. Therefore, what we ask you to provide is the reason why Afu touched the body.
Yes, because of the leg.
I don't know if it's like that.
What else would it... But the
Could it
leg
be
was
the
kicked.
same
You're the
thing?
one who argued that it was kicked before.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, reason. There's a reason why he bumped into her. What was the reason why he got up so close and bumped into her?
Because he was
Maybe,
lost and wandering through the room.
No, I'm thinking, like, is it the suitcase maybe?
Well, the
That's
question
what
is,
you're
what caused the blood on Afu's hand? That's what we're answering right
Okay.
now. Not
Sure, let's go with that.
why he was in here, just what caused the blood.
Yeah, let's go with that. Then.
No? What do you...
John,
Okay.
this is the reason why Alpha put blood on his hands. You put blood and think harder.
Fine, suitcase, I
Okay,
guess.
can we wait? Don't click it yet. Don't click it yet. Can you click on the bed because the bed had the books on it, right?
No.
No.
We're
okay,
looking
so
at
then it has to
specifically
be-
the autopsy right now.
Okay, then yeah. It has to be the suitcase then.
Which is...
The lamp?
It can't be the lamp. Why would it be the lamp?
I mean, I
We
guess
already
if it's-
used the lamp. With
Because
bloody
his
hands and
glass
power
was
outage, Afu might have accidentally touched something while grabbing for an item.
Because his glasses were broken, he might have been looking for the. No, not just the lamp, but the.
What? I'm gonna lose my mind.
The circular piece of glass. Yeah,
Aw, cool.
because he was trying to replace his glasses.
One of the lenses missing from Afu's glasses landed next to Madame Yin.
That's an answer right as rain.
No, it's not a difficulty case. It's fucking because we know what it's the fucking Ace Attorney bullshit that happened. We know what happened. We know visually what the scene looked like. It's just the specific answer they needed to explain the specific situation is just
I was
weirdly
right, though.
obscure.
I was right, like maybe it's not. I was right on like, hey, it wasn't
You were.
that do it. Like, yes, this is what happened. More like we need to figure out what got there. Oh, you mean this isn't even the hardest one?
Well, no, then
Okay,
why do you
well-
say welcome to the difficulty spike? That wasn't the difficulty spike.
Because they're saying that like this is part of the hardest thing. Well, this wasn't the hardest spot.
No,
This case in general is harder.
it's not harder because you figured out what happened immediately, and it was just the thing of like, oh, you didn't pick the specific thing that we were asking you, even though we didn't ask you the right question anyway.
Third question.
Because I think what probably happened was he walked into the room, for whatever reason, he bumped into her leg, dropped his lamp, and dropped his glasses, and then while fumbling around to try to find his fucking glasses lenses or whatever, he touched the blood. But he still probably bumped her leg. You got it one try? Shut the fuck up!
I'm gonna kill you, Minnie. Have you
I will
considered
destroy
that
you.
there is a knife with your name on it waiting for you? Okay, that's an answer right as rain.
Oh god.
Okay, you can stop using metaphors when you don't know what they mean. Based
So-
on Madame Ying's strange posture, the location of the lamp was a lens.
So, we are saying that her posture contributes to the explanation here. You just didn't want me to pick
no.
that!
Yeah, they just didn't want to do that. They were saying, hey, what was the reason why he bent over? That's what the question
But
they were
that's
asking.
no. The question they asked of what explains why Afu touched the blood,
Yeah.
which
And
all
or
of
to do
those
that, we have to
things
explain why he
technically
touched it.
actually explain why he touched the blood, because he tripped and touched the blood, because he dropped his lamp and ended up touching the blood.
That's not what happened, though, because, I don't know.
No, it's.
I mean, I guess it like, makes sense, okay?
I am mad
Like, okay. I know you're mad, okay?
because I wasted all my
Totally.
stupid life points on a stupid empty question.
Because here's the thing, I understand what they're saying, right? Of like, if the question was, hey, why did he touch the blood? It's not so much like, oh, he kicked the body, that's why he touched the blood, because that doesn't answer why he touched the blood. We could, but also, have you considered Moody? We haven't saved in a while.
We haven't saved in a while. That's the problem. We literally can't go back
Yeah,
because we're gonna have to
we have
redo this
people
whole
that-
fucking shit again.
I'm gonna kill you, Moody. Anyway.
I don't care if there's achievements. I don't give a shit.
But like, I can understand what they mean. It's like, okay, in order to prove, like, hey, yes, we know that he did this. He was the one who kicked it. He was the one who touched the thing.
I don't.
But
I
why
know.
is he-
I understand why. I don't need to be explained why. Can we move on from this, please?
Fine, remove it. And considering the position of possible life sources inside the cabin after a power outage, Afu's experience can be easily inferred. After
Wow.
entering the room, he accidentally tripped over the body on the ground, thus breaking the kerosene lamp in his glasses.
Wow. Who could have thought?
When crouching down to look for his glasses, he touched the blood with his diseased clothes. Then blood then triggered his phobia. Oh boy. Oh my god.
Stupid.
Mr. Joseph, so you're saying Afu only discovered the body and the culprit is someone else?
That's right. No. It wasn't the person. It was the Lord
Shut
King.
Up.
The candlestick. The candlestick moved on its own.
You were so into the idea that Afu was a murderer 9 seconds ago. And now we're back to its magic. I swear to God.
There's a reason why his brother's into physics now.
I'm gonna throw both of them off the ship. How about that? Then we can be done with the case. Ooh. Mr. Timon, your concern is misplaced. An unreasonable detail near the body indicates someone besides Afu entered the crime scene.
This one's gotta be the
If it's not the suitcase, then kill me. The unreasonable detail in the crime scene is this suitcase. The suitcase caught Madame Yin's sleeve. This means after Madame Yin was stabbed and collapsed, someone closed the suitcase.
What do you mean?
You're so evil. There's
Just
Just-
giving Kristoff vibes.
No, you drive me insane, the fact that you're gonna be like, well, no, I don't think he's like he's evil or whatever, like as if we literally didn't
Are you-
agree
he's
in the
not
one
evil,
flashback
okay?
that he gave us weird vibes.
I'm not saying he's not evil. I'm just saying he's not Moriarty. There is a
I'm
difference.
not saying he's literally Moriarty. I'm saying he's our equivalent of being a genius that we're going to have to go toe to toe with. Because he's also a detective with an insightful mind who can know what we might look for.
Okay.
If
That's
anything,
fair.
that would literally explain why fucking our brother's death is so hard to solve, because he made it difficult to solve.
Okay, I understand what you mean.
I am
now.
shaking you vigorously.
I'm sorry, okay? I thought you meant how the thing of like, oh yeah, Moriarty's kind of just rich. And
cannot
No!
he always gets away kind of thing. Like, I thought that's what you were referring to.
No! I literally meant the direct distinction of being our ultimate rival at the end of the game!
Okay, well, maybe you should have clarified that.
I did! I literally did later on!
You didn't.
I'm gonna go get water now. Goodbye. I'm gonna leave for a minute.
I'll be back.
And I'm going to go, and everyone's gonna go take a break now, because I've decided there's a break now. I was gonna wait for a more fitting time where there was a pause, but no, I'm going now. Everyone take a break. All right. Are we ready to play the game? Am I alone? Have I been abandoned? I swear to God. First of all, hi Wheezy. Second of all, yes, it must have been bad because I could hear Morgan all the way from the kitchen. You certainly could. You heard the mournful howls of a man whose whole world has turned against him in a ruse to make him seem foolish and stupid. When he is not. You are back.
What happened?
I ate a Tootsie Roll, I have a fidget cube, and I have water.
Hi, Weezy. I love you too, Mooney. And I did not gaslight Marcus. That is not what happened.
I feel deeply gaslit, to be clear. I have been set afire by this gas surrounding me.
Sometimes Morgan breaks in the physics cube, okay? And that has nothing to do with me. This person is not Afu, otherwise he would have tripped. He would not have tripped. It also was not Madam King, or else there would have been bloodstains on the suitcase.
Remaining calm after discovering the body, it must have been the murderer. Why would the murderer deliberately close the suitcase to commit a crime? Maybe open the suitcase to investigate?
I don't think we should. Oh boy.
No, you can't. You mustn't open it.
Why?
My guy. And I cannot light people because I'm allergic to gas. Therefore, it wasn't me who gaslit she.
Your allergies are
Yes.
based in lies.
No, they're real allergies.
Lies
I
and
have a lot of
deception.
real allergies. No, I showed you my allergy chart. I'm allergic to a lot of things.
Not to metaphorical gas that is not real and therefore cannot hurt you.
No, it's definitely one of those things that was on the list.
No. No,
can
literal
touch it
gas,
again.
sure. Not the metaphorical gas of you saying words and making me feel crazy.
No, I'm allergic to gas.
I will mute you. I will play this game by myself.
No, you can't do that. That's so mean. Anyway,
Who knows what Jinjo stashed away in that suitcase? What if it will bring misfortune upon us as well?
okay, my guy, my dude. Oh my gosh, my guy.
Mr. Joseph, Mr. Shen, don't mind this old fogey. Investigations are more important. Open it.
Yeah, I don't.
Hostile Morgan has had a long day already. I didn't need this bullshit.
I don't know what you mean. I didn't do anything.
You in this game conspired against me. What's in the box?
A few clothes, a box of jewelry, a purse, and some cards in the suitcase.
Interesting.
There's
an indentation here. I will throw you into the fires. Something seems to have been taken.
It looks like, what's it called? What are those things called again? That's ocarina. Yeah, it looks like an ocarina.
I just thought it looked like
second.
a vial.
Oh, sure.
Because
also
ocarinas are
there's
usually
this module.
oblong and like not symmetrical. Usually, but I guess
doesn't
it
look
still could be.
symmetrical.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. I don't know.
Circle
Anyway,
and then the middle right here.
I guess.
What's the
I don't
ring?
know. Maybe my eyes are just bad, and this is the thing we all know. Anyway, but yeah, that's also the bloodstained mahjong card, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Sus. Anyway, also a box of jewelry. It's just like slightly opened.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, could there be pirates on the ship?
The valuables inside the suitcase are still present. It was not the doing of pirates.
John investigated the room earlier. Did you see anything of the same shape?
Yeah, right there. The perfume bottle on the table has the same shape as the indentation. The fragrance on the deceased suggests this may not have been the doings of the murderer.
Therefore, what's even more noteworthy is this smash on card. I could have told you that. In fact, I'm pretty sure I did actually.
You did.
8 of characters. Oh shit. We were missing eight mahjong character cards earlier. What is the 8 of characters doing here? again, it just sounds like more and more like this is Yunchu. She stole them, of course.
Oh, so now you don't mind about rifling into her personal life?
That Yunchu, she can't even play mahjong without cheating. No, wait. Also, if she was cheating, she would have won. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That suitcase isn't Yunju's. It looks like Yunchu's. The clothes in the suitcase and the perfume on the table all belong to Yunchu. Yunchu? Like, I don't know how to tell you this, but like, usually if someone is cheating at a game, they are cheating to win. Like,
could you imagine someone cheating to lose?
Clear. Like, I don't know how to tell you here. Like, usually that's what's happening here. So they're cheating to win.
Right. It's your turn.
Elle, could you ask Miss Yunchu to come inside for a moment?
You can be a bad cheater. This is true. Mr. Joseph, I think Yunchu was upset by what she saw. She doesn't look too good. Shall we let her get some rest first?
No. Of course, Afu should need rest as well. We can question them later.
Oh, okay. But this room...
Yunchu and Afu can rest in Tenman's room since he'll be worshipping the Loom King. Hey, wait, we haven't resolved the issues on sacrificial offerings yet. We can offer your sister. Does that help? Or not your
No,
sister,
that's a dead body that we really can't just be throwing into the water. Mr. Joseph, what should we do with Madame Yin?
Throw her into the water?
No!
It's best we preserve the body at the lowest temperature so you can conduct a follow-up autopsy. The lowest temperature.
The lowest temperature. Is the crew cabin okay?
I mean, I was going to suggest a freezer, but great suggestion.
But that's where the food would be. And that's kind of a hazard. Shan Chengping and Elle have placed the body. Thank you for your help, Elle. Or I would have dropped Madame Yin while going down the stairs. There's no need for that, Mr. Shen. I only did what I should. Besides, Madame Yin barely weighs anything. It was effortless. Where are you off to investigate next, Mr. Shen? I'll lead the way. I'd appreciate it, Elle. The fog at night covers a wide span. Visibility is but mere meters. Our ship seems to be sailing within endless darkness. Elle, do you hear that? What is that sound? Do you mean the thumping and clanging up ahead, Mr. Shen? Yes. I know. It's the sound of gongs and drums. Why would they be sounding gongs and drums in the middle of the night? It means our ship is reaching the Loon King Temple. Today is the Loon Head Rising Day, February 2nd. They'll hold festive events to worship the Loon King.
I can't believe how
So, this is completely random and not related to anything at all. So new season of Taskmaster started, right? And one of the... I can't remember any of their names, unfortunately, but I know one of the contestants they have on there, which is pretty cool to see some representation, is a comedian who has cerebral palsy. And while they're doing it, they ended up doing... One of their tasks was throwing, like, balls or whatever. like throwing balls, knocking cans over or whatever. So they showed the video or whatever, and they ask her about her performance, and she basically goes, is this, I didn't want to bring this up so soon, but oh god, what did she fucking say? It was like basically something like, is this a bad time to bring up the fact that I have cerebral palsy? And so like obviously hilarious. And then later the other lady who's on there right now, they show her performance, and it was like almost even worse. And she goes, and she's just like, well, I didn't want to bring this up so soon, but is this a bad time to mention I don't have cerebral palsy? I'm like, this is gonna be, and I already knew it was gonna be a great season, but I knew it was gonna be an iconic season whenever they did the final task. Because, do you mind spoilers, or because I won't spoil it.
Yeah, you're good, yeah.
Okay, so their task was, for their final task, was basically they would go up, and there was a bunch of drinks. Like, they couldn't see what the drinks were, but a bunch of straws were poking up, and the goal was to drink the vinegar. And so, they would basically stand up there and take turns, and the goal was, they were told, basically, that, they could go up there and they could either go try one, or ask Alex for a hint. And so, most of them were doing hints, and they went through a round where the people who blind tasted didn't get anything. Most of the other drinks were like pretty normal stuff. They had like tomato juice and iced tea and stuff like that. But most everyone started asking for a hint. And so best girl gets up there, and she goes, because she was like the first to go, and I thought to myself briefly when she went, I was like, please let her get this on the first try. It'd be hilarious. And I almost thought she did, but she did not. But then she went up there, and she's just like, I'm gonna blind test, but I'm also gonna try to guess what the clue is. And they were like, oh, okay. And she's like, I think it was a prime number, which she said later she guessed that because Alex is boring. But she said, I think it's a prime number, so I think it's 17. She walks over, drinks it, immediately spits and gags, but she's like, in the midst of her cringing and dying, her arms throw up because she's like, I tasted vinegar. So she got it on 2 tries. And I was so excited for her. And I was just like, this is, and then she won the whole episode. And I'm like, because of that. And I'm like, this is going to be an amazing season.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's great. They have what? They have the 2 ladies who are already great. They have a guy who has crazy mad scientist hair and also has chosen to do all his tasks in a rugby outfit the entire time, which is certainly a choice. They have one guy whose entire identity, I think is from what they're implying, is that he always looks annoyed. Like, he always looks mad. And so, which is great when the very first task of the show was, don't read this out loud, and the very first thing they had to do was stare into a camera for 5 seconds, which is amazing for television, because it's just them reading, suddenly going silent, and then looking longingly into the camera. God. I love Taskmaster. It's so wonderful. Anyway, let's do some of these. When investigating the suitcase, I had a strong sense of abnormality. Something seems peculiar about this. What could it be? When the Woos were playing Mahjong cards, they noticed several character cards were missing. Afterwards, the 8 characters appeared in the suitcase at Madame Yin's crime scene. Oh, there's 8 of them, and they all have those bloodstains on them. Weird. Okay.
No, it doesn't. I don't think so. I don't think that's what they meant by that.
No, they do. Look at the picture.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm confused by that.
No, because I think the language is messing it up. I think the translation has misled us a little bit. Because I think I was also on the same page where I thought 8 of characters referred to a single card. I think it actually refers to 8 cards.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I think they do mean that they were missing 8 cards and they were all, yeah, because they're saying cards plural in this dialogue right here.
Yeah.
Because I remember them saying, the only tile left when they were playing was in 8 of characters.
Only character left was the 9 of characters, is what they said.
Oh, the 9 of characters, then yes. I don't know. I guess we'll figure it out. This might be a slight translation, like us being confused trying to figure out what they're referring to. But the picture is showing multiple cards with bloodstains on them, so...
It does, yes. However, the multiple cards it does show with are different numbers. Oh, you can see that at least. They're different numbers they're showing
right.
on the screen.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
But that's what I mean. It's like, I think they meant that there were 8, the rest of the 8 cards were there.
8 cards yeah, they did say 8 cards were missing. And we saw the 8 of characters, presumably, which was the card we saw. There might have been other cards too as well. I don't know.
It is highly likely that the murderer placed the cards, but what is the reason for doing this? This door leads to the crew cabin. There is no need to go down there for now. We just came out.
Nothing like this has ever happened on my ship before. Hasn't? Okay. Have you checked anywhere? Are there any traces of pirates aboard the ship?
There are no signs of pirates aboard the ship, but no one has lost their belongings.
Mr. Joseph and Mr. Shen both believe that this is a murder case. Just in time, Mr. Shen is here.
In order to ascertain Madame Yin's murder as soon as possible, I must investigate the cockpit. Shipmaster Lowe, please forgive me for any offense.
Fine Shin has filled me in with all the details. Feel free to investigate. If there's anything you need my help with, just let me know.
The style of this device is extremely unique. Mr. Shen, this is an engine telegraph. It's used to adjust the ship's speed. Knowledge. An engine... Oh, I guess I could just... I didn't even know I could do that. Well, now I know. An engine telegraph is a communication device used on ships to convey orders from the bridge, where the ship is controlled, to the engine room, instructing the engine crew on how to adjust the speed or direction of the ship's engines. Me and Letters saw this when we played 909. The engine telegraph typically consists of a set of handles or levers on both sides, on both the bridge and in the engine room, connected by a telegraph system. The handles are marked with a different engine command, such as full ahead, half ahead, slow ahead, full astern, etc. Which rooms are connected by the speaking tubes?
Nope.
The 2 adjacent to the rubber are connected to the dining hall and the engine room. There are 3 more next to the cabin doors that connect to connect the 3 cabins. Shipmaster Lowe, there are a few questions I would like to ask you.
Don't hesitate to ask, Mr. Shen.
I heard that shipmate Hao Chiu has gone missing.
That's right. I haven't seen him since Yinjo's incident. Do you think he did it? Although Hao Chu causes trouble when he's drunk, he's a coward. I doubt he'd kill anyone. So he's probably dead.
Don't be so sure. This guy is a drunkard and a leecher. He offended Yinjo not too long ago.
Really? What happened?
All the time, Yinjo just boarded the ship and asked Hao Chu to help her carry her things.
Not only did he lend a helping hand, he ogled her the entire time, then got told off.
Oof.
Yikes. He refused to repent and kept insisting Yinjo looks like the wife he never got to marry. Yikes.
Yikes. Did they ever have any direct conflicts?
Not really. I shooed him away. But the simper he had on his face back then, now that I think about it, was really suspicious.
How long have you been on the Shanheis, Master Lo?
I've been related to the ship for most of my life. The ship used to be called the Angjing, the first steamship Chinese designed and built.
It's even older than the famous Honggu, but not many people know that.
Hanggu was the name of the first steamboat developed in China. It was ordered and named by Zheng Gufan and built in the Zhaozhou, Zhaojian, and Hua Hengfan. It was successfully tested in Nanjing in 1865. The Hanggu steamboat had a load capacity of 25 tons and a length of 15 feet. It had a high-pressure steam engine and could reach speeds of 32 miles per hour downstream and 18 miles per hour upstream.
The ship was built, I was only 15 and worked at the Anqing Ordnance Institute. I watched as Husao and his son Hu Shenyin built the ship piece by piece. All the pistons and screws in the ship were handmade by Husao. Hu Shenyin and I hammered the boiler in the engine room together bit by bit. Later on, coincidentally, this ship was renamed the Shanhai and I became the shipmaster. The Shanhai is more important to me than anything, so please, Mr. Shen, find out the truth.
Shipmaster Lo, I saw there's a cabinet in Madame Yin's cabin filled with office things.
Arthur used to stay at the cabin in the middle. Who would have known Madame Yin found her cabin too small and insisted on a bigger one?
Who would have known indeed?
He's a kind-hearted kid, so he voluntarily gave up the cabin to them.
You seem to know quite a lot about Afu.
You can say that. I watched Afu grow up. He used to come and play when he was shorter than the rudder, but now he calls this place home. A lot of small installations on the Shanhai were made by him.
So you mean that although Afu is staying in the guest room, he's actually a crew member?
How could young Master Afu be a crew member? He has a deep connection with the ship. Forgive me, but I can't go into details. Shipmaster, it's the first time I heard you talk about this as well. If it weren't for Mr. Shen, I almost tied Afu up as the murderer. There's absolutely no way Afu could ever kill anyone.
He's too silly. Afu would never kill. He's just a silly little guy. There's a food container by the table, the same one First Mate Wu took from the dining hall. A map is laid out on the desk, on which a compass, a sextant, and a telescope are placed. A navigation log that records the course, speed, position, and weather and tidal currents. It records, arrived at Zunyang at 2050, command to accelerate, proceeded at full speed. Entered the waters of the Loon King Temple around 2130, commanded to decelerate, slowly advanced. A power outage occurred at 2210, and power was restored at 2220. This information may be useful. I need to record it. Certainly useful. Mr. Liangshan, may I ask you a few questions?
Mr. Shen, what would you like to know?
Has Madame Yin ever had any grudges with anyone?
Yingzhou is quite obtrusive and a bloodsucker, so she made her fair share of enemies.
However, none of those people are on the ship.
Of all the people on the ship, who would you think has the most motive to kill her?
Wu Tenman.
Master Wu?
They might have seemed friendly with one another, but they had an ongoing strife for years. The main conflict between them has already been the family business. Has always been the family business. My second oldest brother died young, but Yinzhou had a son with him, and she's got business talent. Even as the eldest son, Tenman didn't stand a chance against her. Tenman has always been looking for a way to deprive Joe's family of inheritance rights.
How would he be able to do so?
There are a myriad of rules in big families, for instance. If a woman engages in public or immoral behavior, she'll lose her right of inheritance. As far as I know, Hinjo does what she pleases in secret, but Tenman never caught her. I didn't expect him to go so far. I'm a bit worried about the safety of my nephew.
If Madame Yin's family loses inheritance rights, then your inheritance would increase.
You and I are both bickering those two. Mr. Shen, what would you like to know?
Why did you come to serve the first mate of Shanhe, Mr. Liangxi?
All of the Wus are well known for being tea merchants. I'm more of a coffee person.
Coffee was first introduced into China in the mid-Qing Dynasty, 1636 to 1912. In 1836, a Danish person opened the first coffee shop in Guangzhou, but it mainly catered to foreigners. After the Opium War, Shanghai established concessions, and Chinese compradors mediated the lifestyle of Western merchants, becoming the first group of Chinese people to drink coffee. In 1866, the book Foreign Cookery in Chinese was written to train Chinese chefs in Western cuisine. There is a passage specifically mentioning roast and grind kifei vigorously and constantly stir. Here, kefei is the transliteration of coffee. Kefi. Kefi. Mr. Liangxin, I wonder where your aspirations lie.
I'm sure, Mr. Shen, you've definitely read Around the World in 80 Days before. I want to be like Fogg and travel the world, see the sights, eat delicious foods, and enjoy life.
Okay. I see. I have a basic understanding of the situation in the cockpit. Sorry for my intrusion.
Don't be so courteous, Mr. Shen. You're doing me a favor.
Ooh.
Ugh, what did you hit?
Oh, it's a dead body.
That's a dead body.
That was the dead body of the shipmate, probably.
That was definitely that guy.
That was definitely what just happened.
That was definitely what just happened. I'm sorry, just like the fact that we're just like, yeah, it's fine, everything's going great, everything's fine. Anyway, there's a dead body again.
Iceberg.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Iceberg.
Just a little.
Okay. Did the ship just strike a reef? Nonsense. Where would you find a reef on a Where would you find a reef on a river?
Just now. Did something fall down? Shipmaster, Mr. Shen, did you see that?
I think it looked like a person.
Let's go take a look.
As long as you take the helm, I'll go with Mr. Shen.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, yikes.
Oh my.
And there's the other card. So I think it was just the picture was showing weird, because here's another card.
Yeah, maybe there's a bunch of them just scattered around then. And it was
Because
just
again,
kind of...
there's 8 cards.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
might have been it might have been spoiling itself on accident then, maybe.
Yeah.
That there's actually multiple
more
cards, but
likely.
we just weren't supposed to actually know that yet.
Okay. I've discovered the body of a crew member. He has been dead for quite some time.
Mr. Shen, that's old Hao.
How could this happen? John, come over here and examine the body first.
Me oh my. Let's just get the card out of the way.
Other.
Mr. Shen, there seems to be a piece of paper inside this pile of broken glass. This is another Mahjong card. A card found in the broken wine bottle next to how it is. Okay. Interesting. Partially soaked by wine. Interesting. The card is partially soaked by alcohol, but the text can still be vaguely identified. 9 of characters.
That was left on the table. Okay.
Can I not look at that? Okay. Guess not.
Guess not.
Large areas of livor mortis have emerged on the legs, appearing purplish red in color. The livor mortis already formed are diffused with the pedicae and prominent areas. Pedicae.
Yeah. Biology. I don't know. The patches of livor mortis are starting to blend, which means he died more than 3 hours ago.
The deceased's left hand fingers are stiffed, with livor mortis on the arm. The deceased is holding half a broken bottle of liquor in his right hand. Muscles in the lower jaw, neck, and upper limbs all show signs of rigor mortis. Muscles in the fingers, toes, and lower limbs are more relaxed. Rigor mortis has yet to spread.
Rigor mortis limited to the upper limbs indicates a time of death of around 4 to 6 hours ago.
There are signs of swelling, congestion, and cyanosis on the deceased face. The deceased's mouth reeks of alcohol, proving he drank a large amount before death.
There's a large amount of vomit left in the deceased's mouth. He may have choked to death.
Yeah, sure, Toshi. He tripped and died on accident. I'm sure that's totally what happened.
Yeah.
Totally.
Definitely. He definitely. Yep.
There is an abrasion on the forehead and then a noticeable lump on the cranial region. The wound caused by the fall is consistent with the position at the deceased landed. However, it is quite strange that the lump is white instead of the usual reddish-brown.
John, bruises caused by falling after death are pale in color. Yeah, unfortunately all the signs do point to him dying earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And his body being moved.
Yeah.
I just love how
You can see some of the vomit up there,
now see him
unfortunately.
vomit up there now, instead of beforehand where we couldn't see anything. Anyway.
I wonder if we were
According to
looking
the
if we
stick-
actually could have seen his body poking up there, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
I don't know.
Because we didn't really look.
I don't
That'd be
think
so creepy if that was possible. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
This is
Anyway, according to the stiffness and lividity of his body, Hao Chiu was killed 4 to 6 hours ago. Cause of death? Mechanical
asphyxiation.
asphyxiation. Yeah.
Mechanical asphyxia refers to suffocation caused by respiratory impairment due to mechanical violence. It typically includes compression asphyxia caused by external force applying pressure to the neck or chest an obstructive asphyxia caused by the blockage of the airway by various liquids or foreign objects. Deceased individuals often display signs such as facial swelling, conjunctive hemorrhage, and dark purple lividity.
Yeah, it does like seem like all of the things point to him being not strangled, but instead choking to death.
Yeah.
Aren't you saying that he was strangled to death, Mr. Joseph? No, there are many circumstances of mechanical asphyxia. Strangulation is only one of them. From the appearance of his corpse, it is more likely that his death was caused by choking. Fauci was an alcoholic. It makes sense to me that he choked on his vomit after drinking.
Could this have been an accident? Not necessarily. Without knowing what was in the wine, we cannot rule out the possibility someone was involved.
Furthermore, we also found this mahjong card next to Hao Chu. It's hard not to associate his death with the death of Madame Ying.
Yeah, it's too coincidental for Master Wu's mahjong cards to appear at the murder scene. Could it be that there really was something between old Hao and Madame Yin?
Hell, don't make wild guesses about our passengers' affairs.
I didn't mean to.
You're sus.
A little.
Matters are trickier than I'd imagined. Perhaps this is all just the beginning. Because we know that Joseph had nothing to do with this, right?
No, Joseph definitely didn't have anything to do with it. I don't think.
Because otherwise he'd be way too suspicious for when we're actually talking
Exactly.
about the past.
No, I fully think that Joseph is on our side for this case. Especially because I would fully believe they would do that to also make us trust him more, so that later we're just like, no, how could he have done this? He was so nice before. This is so complex.
So
But I will
from that information,
die on this
we
hill.
can rule out 4 people from the ship, right? It
Yeah.
couldn't have been us. It couldn't have been Afu. It could have been Joseph, and it couldn't be the shipmaster Lowe.
Yes.
Everyone else could have been completely in on it / dead.
Absolutely.
John, we need to complete investigations of the whole ship as soon as possible. We should probably call it soon now.
Yeah, we probably should. I was going to say, do you
Going
want to
for
stop
2
now or
hours.
do you want to go 15 more minutes?
Let's stop now just because I don't know what we're going to see in the next 15 minutes and I'm going to be convinced it could be farther and I know we
Okay.
shouldn't.
Yeah, we can stop here.
Uh,
It gives me a chance
Yeah.
to download some things and maybe send fucking letters a thing if I remember. Yeah, we can stop
so I
here.
don't need to think.
But yeah, a lot of crazy things happened. The game is so mean. The game is so mean. Anyway, also I forgot to do this at the beginning, but also congrats to me and to us. We've reached 100 followers. Apparently, while I was away and not streaming, but we've officially reached 100 followers. Thank you to the 100th follower, which is Sapron, who followed, according to this, quote unquote today, which I assume might have been possibly last night, maybe, while streaming
It is,
Homestuck or something.
they were the one from the, what's it called? From the
The
recap
Homestuck
stream.
recap, yeah. But yeah, thanks for 100. I can't believe we got here, especially because I don't really do this all that well. I don't take this very seriously, so honestly, it's an amazing feat to get to 100. Hooray!
Right.
Cheer. But yeah, with that, I'm officially back in town, and hopefully we'll be back to streaming for a little while, thankfully. Hopefully there will be more Homestuck in the very near future, because I think all 4 of us are very excited to read more, because we got to the trolls, and it's very fun and exciting. And I made us new sprites, so we have to. But we have... there should be more Homestuck. I would really, really like to do more Outer Wilds at some point. It's just scared me. But I need to do more Outer Wilds eventually.
Yeah.
And hopefully there will be some Sunday streams starting with letters again soon. But there's a bunch to catch up on, a bunch of stuff to do, and I have so much stuff to do. So much.
Okay.
But yeah.
He's got it.
I hope everyone enjoyed. I hope everyone enjoyed my frustrated yelling. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Everyone go commission Chinema over on VJ.
Yeah,
Bye.
that's that too.